So welcome to your practice for today. And whether it's the morning, it's the middle of the day, the evening, this class is going to really get just some juices flowing in your hips. Our hips are somewhere that we tend to, no matter how zen-like we are, hold stress and tension in our hips. So today's class is going to really just relieve that tension and allow you to find a little bit more ease in your seat throughout the day, and it will also just improve your general posture and movement throughout the day. So we're going to get started seated. I'd like you to come to Sukhasana, so an easy seat, which means instead of bringing the feet underneath your thighs, you bring the feet underneath your knees. So you flex gently at the feet. We're going to start with our left shin in front, sitting up nice and tall. So try to cross at the center of your shin rather than at your ankles. As I said, feet are in line with your knees and your feet are gently flexed. Cupping your knees with your hands, we're going to inhale. Take a nice deep breath into your front body and just a gentle lift through the chest as you lift your chin ever so slightly. As you exhale, you're going to round. So you round into your back. You can tuck your chin and straighten into your arms as you almost lean back into your seat. Again, inhale, lift your chest, shoulders back, lift the chin, space in front body. Exhale, lean back and round into your back body. Again, inhale, lift the chest, heart lift, shoulders away from ears. Exhale, rounding into it. So moving through this cat-cow, we're just beginning to feel into the mobility of our spine, compressing and flexing into our vertebra. Keep going, inhale, moving at your own pace, also creating this body and breath connection as we move with our breath. One more time, inhale, lift the chest, exhale, round. Okay, come all the way back up, shoulders over your hips. Inhale, lift the arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, fold it all the way forward and down. So a fold for you might be that you have your hands quite close towards your mat and just in front of your feet, or you might be walking the hands a little bit further. You might be walking them even further. Since it's the morning and I feel like it's important that you start your day with movement, I'd like you to maybe just introduce some intuitive movement here. So just maybe swaying the body slightly left to right. Beginning to just find some mindful movement, noticing your breath, being mindful of your breath and allowing it to explore your physical body. So breathing in and out through the nose. If you want to be static here, if you want to stay still, you can, unless it feels really good to keep that gentle sway and movement through your shoulders. Noticing how that feels for your hips and your lower back. Okay, and then slowly maybe finding just one more stretch and stillness here to extend your chest forward. As you reach your bum back, you might start to feel quite a lot of sensation. And then slowly you can make your way out of the fold, walking the hands all the way back in. We'll do the same on the other side. So I'd like you just to simply cross out the opposite shin on top, in front. So right shin in front to left this time. Flexing at your feet. Again, your feet are in line with your knees. And your feet are quite flexed. So the more active the feet, the more you're going to feel this in your hips rather than any discomfort in your knees. Again, cup your knees with your hands and a gentle pull of the chest through as you lift your chest, lift your chin, shoulders squeeze back and down. And as you exhale, rounding into the back. So feel that space between each vertebra as you pull your belly in toward your spine. Again, inhale, compress your back, compress the vertebra of the spine as you find space in your front body with the gaze. Exhale, round. Feel that space now. Move in between each vertebra of your spine. Keep going at your own pace. Inhale, moving with your breath. Breathe into the front body, lift the gaze. Exhale, rounding into the back. Tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone slightly as you lean the weight back. Two more. Inhale, lift the chest. Breathe deeply. Exhale, round. Last time, inhale, lift. Exhale, doming your upper back, your middle back, and tucking the tailbone. Okay, come all the way back up to seated. Long spine. Inhale, stretch arms overhead. Exhale to hinge from your hip creases. Try to find that energy forward rather than down. So extending your chest forward, allow your shoulders to be soft. And again, just allowing your breath to explore your body here. And maybe intuitive movement. Maybe you want to sway the shoulders left to right. Maybe you want to make some circular motions or figure eight motions, whatever it is. Again, just allowing whatever movement or stillness it is that you're taking to be intuitive, to really start to listen to your body. The more we can listen to our bodies on our mat, the stronger we create a habit of, the stronger the habit is of connecting with our body and giving it what it needs. So if we can do that more on our mat, we can create a habit of it. And when we create or when we meet a challenge in our everyday lives or when we meet stressful times, we already have the natural instinct or the habit to react by listening rather than responding irrationally. So it's an amazing skill to have, to be able to listen to your body, to be able to give it what it needs, and to become more mindful of how you react physically and mentally to challenges in your life. Slowly starting to make your way all the way back up. Well done. Okay, so from here, we're going to come into a seated pose. I'm going to get you to extend your legs out in front. Just give them a little wobble. You might want to sway your feet left or right a little bit. We're going to come into a forward fold. I'm just going to face the side of the mat, or face the front of my mat rather. Legs out in front. If you feel like you're rounding or scooping into the back a lot, feel free to elevate your hips on a block. And then bring your right foot to the inseam of your left thigh. Right knee is going to be wide. Flex the left foot. Strong through the front of your left thigh. If you need another block underneath the right knee, if there's pain there, you can elevate the right knee on a block. You're going to inhale, stretch your arms all the way up overhead. Try to find as much length as you can through your upper body, and try to keep that length in your spine as you slowly fold forward over your left leg. Again, this is going to look and feel very different for everyone. So it's not important how much depth you're finding. What's important is that you feel it and engage where you're meant to. So the right foot is just gently pressing into the inseam of your left thigh. Your chest is just lifting ever so slightly to try and get that length in your upper back. Your left foot is active, so the toes are drawing back toward the shin. And then from there, you can just fold forward with ease. So it's not a forceful fold. Again, the most important thing is to tune in with your breath. So you'll notice when you're challenged physically or mentally that your breath is the first thing to be compromised. So it's such an amazing skill again to have, to be able to be mindful of your breath. It's going to be your strongest root, your strongest grounding force to what's actually going on for you each moment of your day. If you're challenged, your breath might become shallow, and your breath is the one tool that you have that controls your nervous system, that you can control. So if you can control your breath, you can control your nervous system, the ease at which you face challenges in your life. Slowly, we're going to come all the way back out of the fold. You're going to extend your right leg forward again, give it a little shake. Before we come to the other side, bring the soles of your feet to touch, knees wide, creating this diamond shape with the legs for Baddha Konasana. Again, elevate your hips if you need. Bring your hands to your shins, lift your chest, inhale, exhale, just hinge, fold forward. So, there's about 2 feet between the heels and the pubic bone. You don't have to fold forward really strongly. Again, this is your time to explore your body and to notice what serves you in this pose. Some of us will stay here just hinging forward. Some of us might like to grab the feet or interlock fingers to the baby toe mound and pull the body forward and down. Some of us might be quite far into it and just soften the forearms to the mat. chest forward. So try not to round into the back. Energy is forward. Hips go back. You should be feeling this in your outer legs. Breathing here deeply. Try to breathe into your front body, your lung space, your belly space. Soft inhale through the nose, soft exhale through the nose. Taking one more final inhale, one more final exhale. And then slowly you can begin to walk the hands all the way back in. We'll do Janu Shirshasana on the opposite side. So if you need to, you can extend the legs, just give them a little wobble, a little shake. Keep your right leg extended, and this time bring the left foot to the inseam of your right thigh. So again, if you need, prop the bum up on a block. If you need, prop the left knee up on a block. Flex your right foot, and inhale, extend your arms all the way up to find that length. So reach up toward the sky, and then you can either bring the hands just by your right leg, or they can come forward by your shins. You might eventually be folding all the way forward into it with hands toward the ankle or the foot. But again, it's not about the depth really. I want you just to become mindful of your body. So it's the best way to start your day. Creating that connection to breath, to body, to mind. Creating that space for yourself to listen. We have a habit of constantly wanting to improve, constantly wanting to be busy. And sometimes we don't have the time to allow the effects of our day to settle, to absorb the positives of our day, and to let go of the things that don't serve us. We don't give ourselves time to acknowledge these things. Our body will go into overdrive. Slowly start to make your way all the way back up. Extend your left leg long. Well done. Give it a little shake. From here, come onto your back. So scoot your bum forward. Favorite thing always when I hear my teacher say, come onto your back. Woo. Okay, come down onto your back. Bring the soles of your feet to the mat. Cross your right ankle over your left. So, flexing the right foot deeply, the right knee is moving away from your body. So some of us are going to stay here. It's really important that that right foot is flexed, which means toes are drawing back toward the shin. You want to find an external rotation in your right hip. Don't worry if the right knee isn't coming too far away. You can bring the right hand to the right knee and just softly push it out wide. Some of us will stay here. This feels a lot for you. And if you'd like to move in deeper, you can lift the left foot, interlock the fingers behind the left thigh or to the front of the left shin. Again, back of the neck long, right knee moving away from your outer right arm, right foot flexed. Lengthening through the lower back, breathing deeply. So the more open you are in the hips, the more you might want to hug it in deeper with each exhale, maybe bending into the elbows. Try to find length through your spine. So we want the gentle tuck of the tailbone, keeping the back of the head to the mat, shoulders heavy, and try to drop your tailbone or your lower back so that it's grounding toward the mat. Don't worry if it's curling away from the mat, but eventually with health of our hips and spine, we should have the entire back on the mat. One more full deep inhale. One more full deep exhale. And release. Left foot down, right foot down. Sway your knees left to right. And then left ankle over right thigh. Flex the left foot. Make sure your left knee is moving out nice and wide. You can start by just bringing left hand to left knee and just having the intention of guiding it out without force. So don't push it out with force. You want to be soft and gentle with your body. Keep those left toes drawing back toward the left shin, active through the left foot, and you can stay here if it serves you, or if you feel like you're not getting much from the stretch, you can lift the right foot, interlock fingers either behind the right thigh or to the front of the right shin. Again, the chin just tucking gently toward the chest. Keep the left foot flexed. Tailbone lengthening down, back of head soft on the mat. Breathing deeply, imagine a balloon in your left hip and you're filling that balloon on the inhale. With each exhale, you're just letting go of any tightness, of any tension. Don't worry if the tension is building. That's very normal. Sensation is not bad. We never want to feel pain anywhere, but it can be hard to decipher between discomfort and pain. If you can breathe deeply, it probably means that there isn't pain, that it's simply just a really intense feeling or sensation that we may not be used to. Discomfort isn't always bad, so just try to deepen the inhale, deepen the exhale. One more full inhale, one more full exhale. And slowly release the right foot back down, release the left foot, sway your knees left to right. And then to finish, you can either finish with the soles of the feet to the mat, heels out, toes in, feet as wide as mat and knees together. Or if you'd like to finish in a hip opener, we're going to bring the soles of the feet together, knees wide. Again, you can stack your knees on top of blocks to support you. Palms face down on your belly, closing your eyes. And just allowing your belly to gently rise and fall with your breath. Allowing all efforts to let go. Noticing the natural rhythm of your breath and perhaps just acknowledging any shifts, any changes in your body since the beginning of class. Don't worry if your mind starts to pick up speed, if you start to think about your to-do list or what you're doing for the day. Remember, that's all going to be there still when you finish your practice. This moment here in this pose with your breath is the only moment you have. It's the only moment you are truly alive. Acknowledge that and try to be grateful for this moment of stillness, of quietness, of ease. Take time to thank yourself for dedicating time to connecting with your body and breath today. Thank you for coming to your mat and practicing with me and sharing your practice with me. You can stay here for as long as you like. And then when you're ready, you can make your way over onto your right side body into a fetal position, pushing into the left hand and coming all the way up to seated. Try to keep the eyes closed if possible. Crossing at your shins, sitting up tall through your spine, bring your hands to prayer at the heart. Take a nice full deep inhale into your lungs, into your belly. Exhale, open your mouth, let it go. Bow your chin towards your chest, honor your practice. And namaste. Thank you so much. Again, I'm always so grateful for you sharing your practice with me. I hope you enjoyed this short hips flow. And again, you can practice this any time of the day, but I feel like doing a hips flow in the morning is just going to result in you floating through the rest of your day. So enjoy your floating, and that sounds kind of creepy, but I look forward to seeing you next week on your mat. Please do practice all of my videos. There's so many down underneath. You can scroll through and find a class that suits you maybe tomorrow. Okay, thanks so much and namaste.